I can give these speeches for a long time, and they don't mean much until you meet the DREAM Act students. Let me show you two of them, two handsome young men from Illinois, Carlos and Rafael Robles. I've met them both. Carlos and Rafael were brought to the United States by their parents when they were children. Today, Carlos is 22, Rafael is 21. They grew up in suburban Chicago, in my home state of Illinois. They graduated from Palatine High School, where they were both honors students. In high school, Carlos was a captain of the tennis team and a member of the varsity swim team. He volunteered with Palatine's Physically Challenged program, where every day he helped to feed lunch to special needs students. Carlos graduated from Harper Community College and is now attending Loyola University in Chicago, majoring in education. His dream is to become a teacher. Do we need more good teachers in America? You bet we do. Listen to what one of Carlos's high school teachers said about him. Carlos is the kind of person we want among us because he makes the community better. This is the kind of person you want as a student, the kind of kid you want as a neighbor, the kind of kid you want as a friend to your child, and most germane to his present circumstance, the kind of person you want as an American. One of Carlos' college professors wrote and said, "He is very simply the finest student I've ever had the opportunity to mentor." Rafael, his younger brother, has a lot in common with Carlos. In high school, Rafael was captain of the tennis team and a member of the varsity swim team and soccer team. He graduated again from Harper Community College. Understand, these young men would attend college in America with no federal assistance, none. They've got to pay for it out of their pocket. So he graduated from Harper Community College. Now he's at the University of Illinois in Chicago, where he's majoring in architecture. Here is what one of Rafael's teachers in high school said about him. He's the kind of person I've taught about in my social studies class, the American who comes to this country and commits to his community and makes it better for others. Rafi Robles is a young man who makes us better. During my 28-year career as a high school teacher, coach, and administrator, I would place Rafi in the top 5% of all the kids with whom I've ever had contact. Now here's the unfortunate part of the story about these two amazing young men. They are both placed in deportation proceedings. I asked the administration to consider their request to suspend their deportations, and they agreed to do it for the time being. I think it was the right thing to do. Carlos and Rafael are represented by lawyers, volunteer lawyers in Chicago. After I met them, they sent me a letter asking members of Congress to support the DREAM Act, and here's what they said. We ask you today to see it in your heart to do the right thing, to listen and reward the values of hard work and diligence, values that made America the most beautiful and prosperous country in the world, and that we're sure got you as members of Congress to where you are today in life. These are values we have come to admire and respect in the American people. We will continue to uphold these values until the last of our days. We hope eventually, as citizens of the United States, a country we believe is our home. So I asked my colleagues who are critical of the administration's deportation policy or have difficulties with the DREAM Act, would America be a better place if Carlos and Rafael are deported? Of course not. These two young men grew up here. They were educated here. They have done well here. They have earned their way here. They want to be part of our future. And they are not isolated examples. There are literally thousands of them just like Carlos and Rafael across this country.